Hey, it's Gina from the Sunday Society, and I wanted to do a flip through of my October journal. I had to slow it down because I found that there were a lot of things that I wanted to talk about, and it was going sort of fast and out of my control. So for October, I just used a piece of scrapbooking paper to section off the start of October in comparison to September. This was my face sheet for the month of October. I had some goals and some Halloween plans on there, and I also participated in Mab's Drawloween Club, which I love to do every year. I'm not particularly good at sketching, but I think it's really relaxing and fun to do something outside of your comfort zone. I also sketched a skull panda that I got. I was really hoping to get the black one, but I got this pranky peanut, and I ended up gifting it to my sister. It is very cute, but really not my aesthetic, so to speak. For October, I did my days of the week and dates in Canva. I used a skull and then just some creepy fonts to write out, like Monday through Sunday. And I did different ones for every week so they look a little creepy because I'm really into the Halloween vibe and I love a little added creepiness, particularly in the month of October. So for our journaling group in October, we focused on intuition, which I think is so important for all of us to recognize that we have this ability to be intuitive and how important it is for us to listen to our gut. We really sort of press that down in the modern world, and coming back to it and just thinking about how sometimes we know when things are going to happen or what's coming up. It's really important to get in touch with our own personal magic. And then also, I like to keep track of fun events. Like we went to my friend's 50th birthday party, and I used some watercolor orange and yellow on the back of this page just to make it pop and give it that, fall vibe. These are some stickers that I designed and got printed writing my villain origin story. Sometimes I feel like that's what I'm doing in my journal, and sometimes it's my hero origin story. We all have ups and downs, of course. This is another sticker that I designed, which is Someday is Today. And Walmart had a really cool Mr. Halloween. I guess it was like a brand that was out that had some cool vintagey Halloween looking decorations, which I bought a giant blow mold candle that I still have out. For my son, he still allows me to help with his costumes, and he wanted to be the wrestler Cody Rhodes. So we bought a jacket off of Amazon, like a cosplay jacket, and then we just sort of adapted it so that it really hit that Cody Rhodes vibe. We used all kind of different things, and I even ordered a neck tattoo for him off of a place that makes tattoos online. On Indigenous Peoples Day, my sister was honored for her great care that she gives at the clinic that she works in, and I think that it's so important to recognize good providers, especially now that we are no longer considered quote unquote professionals. And she is a professional and she's getting it every day. This is the Halloween zine that I made. I tipped it into my notebook. I liked it because it sort of made me think about things that I like about Halloween and even some things that like give me the spooky vibe that make me feel that this time of year is meaningful and my favorite. I bought myself a little Coach wallet in October. I liked it because it had a dinosaur charm on the end of it, and my son is really into dinosaurs. We went out to a local pumpkin patch one evening and had a great time, so I wanted to keep that memory inside of my journal so that I can look back on it. Then, of course, I had to write a No Kings page because I think it's so important to recognize that we still are supposed to be living in a democracy and not having people that we worship and that are above the law. But I digress. Another thing that we did on Halloween was go through the lighted up, um, Light the Night, Fall Light the Night, I think it was called. And this took place at Creekside Gardens. It was really cool. It was all lit up and we got to walk through and look at the pumpkins. I made a little take what you need box outside of my office where I work so that people can take sort of things that they need, toothpaste, toothbrushes, and other things. For the second weekend that we did journaling, I just created some. Oh no, this was for another journaling event that I was doing. And it was just like basic prompts to introduce you to journaling. And then as we're getting toward the end of October, I wanted to create a page that sort of was like a literal junk journal where I just put down things that I wasn't really sure what to do with, tags and trash, that stuff you would normally get rid of. And I really liked the way it turned out. I had this note from my dad that said, "Enjoy your day." And I thought, I'm going to put that in there and sort of reflect back on it when I need to enjoy my day, when it's feeling a little more difficult than usual. And I like it because it just makes me think of him. And I'm so lucky to have such good parents. And I designed another sticker actually for my mother's business, which is Northwood Originals. And my sister had those printed. So I think that they turned out pretty good and she liked them. Her favorite flower is sunflowers. So it was nice to use that. My older sister and I went to a collage event at the Everhart Museum, and it was incredible. It's with this artist, Joanna Wallace, and she really does a beautiful collage class, and we've been to a couple of them. So I was excited to work on them. She gives really good prompts and time, and she has magazines, and we can all like ooh and ah over each other's artwork. And then we did a trunk or treat at a local, gosh, I want to say movie theater, but that's not right. It's an outdoor movie theater. The drive-in. We did a drive-in event, and it was really cute, and there were tons of kids. This was my list in preparing for, we were vending at a place called the Spellbound Market series. And it was really great. It was a beautiful day. A local group of witches that they do like a traditional dance came out to dance and really whip up the event. It was a lot of fun. And my son had a field trip to a local pumpkin patch. So it was the same one we had gone to earlier in the month. We went back and we had a nice time. It was a good day, a good fall day, nice and overcast. This is my Halloween page. I wanted it to stand out so that I could go right to it. Everybody's costumes were really incredible this year. It was such a good time. I really love Halloween. I think it's nice for all of us to get together and just enjoy the abundance that we have in family, friends, and the things that you get on Halloween. This was the inserts from my stationery selection package, which is a monthly Japanese box that I get that has all kind of Japanese stationery in it, which is amazing. So thanks for joining me for my October kind of ramble session. I hope that you are doing great and enjoying your fall, and I will see you in the next video.